about you, I'm whooped.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
She look good though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that back there. Pretty tickled with it.
Looks a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. Well, I mean, you know,
Really?
no, I mean, from what I've seen, you know, you send me all the like the bad spots, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but I send you good pictures too.
yeah, but it's different than what's on camera. Though, I'm telling you.
Hey there, it's Pete with GCI Turf. Hope you're having a great day today. And my boy Mike has spent the day with me here at the house. And we have mowed a little bit of the Spreader Elite Fescue back there with the Skag mower. And he kind of got his feet wet with that. He's going to take the mower home and use it for a while to see if he likes it. Then he also got his first taste of real mowing.
Woo!
And got his feet wet on that. And
It's hard.
yeah. We skipped all the little stuff and went straight to the biggest real mower on the
Straight
planet.
to the biggest one you could ever.
Yeah, a big 34-inch Allet reel mower.
Cutting that 1 inch.
Cutting it an inch. That's a big old heavy mower, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
It's a beast of a mower.
Yeah.
But we got that mowed, and then we cross-cut it to create. We did a single double pattern, and then north to south, and then we mowed east to west the same pattern. We mowed with I call it the stadium mower. It's that Uplift 86.
Yeah.
So we kind of mowed with two different mowers and two different patterns, and created that really cool checkerboard striped up look. And boy, she is shining
Like a new penny.
It's shining like a new penny. It is absolutely on fire right now.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Sun was in our favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the day started out cloudy, and I was a little worried. I was like, man, we ain't gonna get no sunlight.
Yeah.
But man, it come out, and it
came
couldn't have been a better day.
Right when we pulled in the driveway, she came on up for us.
That's right. So fertilizer going into the summer, cool season turf. This is both for my fescue and for the bluegrass. I treat them pretty much the same up until now. I'll go into more spoon feeding type applications on the bluegrass the rest of the year. Just kind of, the reason I do that is kind of help manage the growth.
Yeah.
Because I'm real mowing. Yeah, I can put some growth regulator on it. I already know that. But I don't want to right now.
Yeah.
And I may do that a little later in the summer, but right now I'm having fun.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying mowing my grass.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't want anything to regulate the growth. I want it to grow. I went down to my fescue. I treated it the same way as my bluegrass, like I said, right up until this application. And really the fescue I kind of go spoon feeding somewhat, but just not maybe in a different way. I use different products on the two grasses, more of granular on the fescue with the 600 with that 14% iron.
14%.
Yeah, that one. And then I'll use more of the 505 back there on the back, which is liquid. And I don't have a reason for that. There's no horticultural or scientific reason.
So you probably could switch them and they do just as good.
I can switch them and do. It's just what I want to do.
Right.
It's just what I like doing. When I put the 2005 on the bluegrass, that was technically my last heavy feeding, meaning a pound of nitrogen per 1,000. Today I went down with the 12024 protein, and I went down with a half a pound of nitrogen per 1,000. So not necessarily a full heavy feeding, just a little half pound of nitrogen, but I got a full pound of potassium. The reason for that is I'm going into a stressful time of the year, the summer. Yeah, I got irrigation. Yeah, I can water it, but that don't mean the heat can't have any stress-related factors on the turf, even though I got water.
Yeah.
So I want to do everything in my power to prepare the turf for the hot summer, especially the bluegrass. I need to do everything I can do to protect that cool season turf going into the summer. So that's one part of it, is the potassium, that full pound of potash.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for stress-related things in turf. And then the second thing is I went down with a cow tide. It's calcium glucoheptanate, highly plant available,
Yeah.
like in a foliar form, or in root uptake. So the calcium is kind of like you drink milk to make your bones stronger.
Yeah.
Your inside, your bones. Calcium makes the cell walls inside of a plant stronger, tougher. Calcium also, I've heard it called the trucker of all nutrients, because it has the ability to take the other nutrients that I'm applying and help to get them into the plant, transport them into the plant, I guess would be a better way to word that.
Okay.
So I've heard it called the trucker of nutrients for that reason. Then of course I checked my pH because I was going to use the adjuvant. The natural adjuvant, one, to even intensify getting the calcium into the plant. That's why I use the adjuvant. The yucca is going to help it stick to the plant. The chitin is going to help it get inside the plant. So the pH adjustment has absolutely nothing to do with calcium, but has everything to do with the adjuvant.
Yeah.
That is what it's like, putting the key in the ignition and turning it on. Without that little bit of pH adjustment to a 5 or below, it won't activate the adjuvant and make it do what it's supposed to do. And of course, not only is it going to help the product to adhere to the plant and enter the plant, it's also going to help with transpiration. The whole osmosis thing. It rains, plant takes up water, evaporates water through the leaf tissue, the leaf blade. And the adjuvant limits that process, so it helps the plant to retain water. So that's a pretty big deal when we're talking about a cool season turf that requires more water than fescue.
I thought you said you was old redneck lawn guy. Sound like you know what you're talking about over there with all them big words.
What big words? Osmosis? They taught you that in kindergarten.
Oh, okay.
You didn't.
I know where.
You didn't get that part.
But I didn't think you knew because you was a redneck yard boy.
What the heck? Yard boy. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know a few things about it. I don't know it all, but I know a couple of things.
That's some pretty big stuff to me.
Yeah. So when you take the combination of the potassium, of the potash, calcium, the adjuvant. And you know what I could have done, but I wasn't thinking? I should have put some CK in there, some kelp.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking, but
yeah.
Maybe when I do I got a humic application coming up in the next week, maybe, and I'll put some kelp in there then. But I could have added that, but I didn't.
Yeah.
The potassium, the calcium, and the adjuvant. Those are three things that are all related to helping the plant cope with stress. So in my mind, other than good cultural practices and good watering practices, I feel like I have set the plant up for success for the summertime.
Yeah.
And of course, this ain't all I'll do to it during the summer. I got some more little things I'll do, but this is kind of the big booyah
when you say
application.
When you say spoon feeding, what would you do on a regular basis? Like every month or so?
I'll come out here about every 3 weeks maybe from today and just give it a little light touch of 505 and maybe like add some CK in there, some humic, stuff like that. Not super heavy rates or nothing like that. Just enough to kind of tickle it a little bit through the summer.
Keep it going.
And keep it going. Now, of course, that protein is going to feed for 90 days.
Yeah, it kicks in.
And so I'm kind of adding a little bit on top of that is what I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And just because I want the plant as healthy and as strong as possible, and when you don't eat, you get weak, right?
You had that right.
When I don't eat, I get weak. I haven't eaten, and I'm weak. I feel like you could probably whoop me right now.
We just ate a couple hours ago, brother. We just had 2 chili dogs.
Yeah, I eat more often than most people, so I need to eat again here pretty soon. But it's the same concept with the turf. When the turf ain't got no food, the turf gets weak. You know what I'm saying? and then everything that attacks the turf, which heat being the number one thing in the summer, it can't stand up to it. So it's got to have some food. Obviously, water's a big deal, especially with
like
what
with
I'm
us.
doing back here.
Same thing with us. If we don't drink water, we
Exactly.
we'll shut down too.
Yep. I've had customers in the past just get so blazing mad at me during the summer because they go month with no rain, and they call me, "Oh, y'all, it's brown," and I'm like, "Well, how much did you water it?" "We're not watering. I'm not paying a water bill."
Oh.
And I'm like, "That's fine. That's okay. It's sure y'all, but you have to understand the plant needs water." And I'll tell them, "Why don't you go,
You go
a
month
week?
without water.
Go,
Yeah.
well, just go a week.
Yeah.
Just go 1 week without drinking anything, any liquids,
See what happens.
and call me and tell me how you feel."
You be dead.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. So I don't want to take, I don't want to minimize the fact that the turf needs water because it absolutely. And me growing a cool season turf that really don't belong here, it's going to need more than a normal amount of water for that to happen. So that's it. We got it fertilized, got it fed, got it sprayed, and as far as watering this in, the granular portion, I'm not worried about watering in right now. I don't need to. I can water that in tomorrow when I do my normal irrigation cycle.
You want that adjuvant?
I want the adjuvant, the foliar effect right now.
Yeah.
That's my priority, is foliar feeding the calcium right now into the plant. And then when I water tomorrow, some of that calcium's going to, in the yucca and the cotton and all that's going to go down in the ground when I water it. And the roots are going to take some up. So I kind of get a double whammy. I get a foliar application out of it, and when I water tomorrow, some root absorption. And then my granular will get watered in tomorrow.
Nice.
And then it's supposed to rain, what's today?
Tuesday is supposed to rain. Oh, that's tomorrow.
What's today?
Monday.
It's supposed to rain Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. Tuesday or
So
Wednesday.
it's supposed to rain Wednesday, and then that's going to water
Yeah.
it in even more. So I'm not concerned about watering it in right away and all that kind of stuff. I've had a good time today.
Yeah, it seemed like we did a lot.
We
in a
got
short amount
quite
of
a
time.
bit done in a short amount of
I
time.
feel like I've been here for a couple of days.
Yeah, we got quite a bit. And he's not going anywhere until he helps me rehang his curtains right here. Because my wife's already said we got to rehang your curtains before he goes.
That's why he told me to leave that truck at the shop.
That's right. That's right.
Dang, that boy's smart down.
I made him leave his truck at the shop so he couldn't leave out on me until he helps me with these curtains. So
Smart man.
we're going to get that done, and then I might go grab a little bite of supper or something. And
Burn the road up.
Yep, burn the road up. So there you go. As always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.